Welcome back to Crypto for Freedom, where we talk about gaining financial freedom through the cryptocurrency markets. I just wanted to thank all my new subscribers and viewers for checking out my channel and my 58 subscribers that I have. I think I gained like 40 in the last week. That's so amazing. You guys have really been putting a lot of time watching my videos, and I really appreciate that. Now let's jump in the charts. Also, if you're new and you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. All right, let's do this. So, in my opinion, the top of the market of the 4-year Bitcoin cycle is almost in. Now, we can see pretty clearly that the lines marked in yellow are the Bitcoin halvings and how much coins that were released for each halving cycle. It diminishes each halving, obviously cut in half, right? And from the bottom of the market, right here in August 2014, to the top of the market was 1,065 days, okay? Now, if you look at the 2018 bear market bottom and the 2021 bull market top, you can see that it was 1,066 days. In our current cycle, the bottom of the market, November 2022, and the top of the market, question mark, 1,065 days is to October 2025. That's next month. So in my opinion, the Bitcoin 4-year cycle is getting extremely close to coming to a close and moving into the next part of the cycle, which is going to be the bear market. Now, Bitcoin experiences 1-year bear markets, okay, and 3-year bull runs to create a 4-year cycle. All right. So we just went through our 3 years of a bull run. And what do you think is going to come next? 1 year of a bear market. Although we did just have the Bitcoin ETF launch at the beginning of this year in January, and with institutional adoption and game theory playing out in front of our eyes, are we even going to see a bear market again? In my opinion, I think we are going to see a bear market coming up next year in 2026, because the trend is your friend until the end, and the 4-year cycle has not broke trend yet. So in my opinion, the 4-year cycle is king, all right? And with that being said, Bitcoin is king. So until we see the final blow off top, we're not really going to see altcoin season. I mean, it's like, are we even going to see altcoin season this 4-year cycle at all? Because back in 2021, Dogecoin peaked out here at this peak, okay? And excuse me. I wanted to fix this real quick to the arrow because I like that. If I can find it. Oh, can't find it. Anyways, so this peak right over here in 2021, Dogecoin peaked out at the first peak for Bitcoin in 2021. It didn't peak out at the second peak, okay? Back over here, the second peak. So where was that first peak? Let's draw a vertical line right here and show you where that was. So, I mean, that's where altcoin season was. And then if I pull up my date range again, that's, 214 days before the Bitcoin cycle peak. I mean, 214 days from October, that was back in April. I mean, what was Dogecoin at in April? I mean, it just had peaked out in November, and it was dropping back down in April. So it's like these cycles play out differently each time, you guys. And there's a good chance that was the peak for Dogecoin, and then we're going to see diminishing returns, and Dogecoin is not going to continue its trend of seeing a higher high in each cycle it's been in. But You know, I'm pretty optimistic with that too, because the trend is still your friend until the end. So until I see Dogecoin not making a higher high this cycle, I'm going to assume that it's going to come up and make a higher high above 74 cents. Okay? That's what I see happening right there. That arrow coming up by, well, maybe not January, but by the end of the year. So it's like, I think next month or possibly early November, Dogecoin is going to see a massive run, you guys, in my opinion, because the trend is your friend until the end. The only way that that's not going to happen is if Bitcoin dominance doesn't actually fall back down to its prior range over here. Because this is where Dogecoin peaked out in 2021. So if Bitcoin doesn't actually fall back down through this channel here, you know, and make it back down to this range, it's like we might not even see a true altcoin season, guys. And that's why I believe that stacking the hardest asset known to mankind, the most misunderstood asset known to mankind in Bitcoin on a weekly basis, dollar cost averaging in, without looking back, is the best way to go. Yes, I use Dogecoin as a hedge against my Bitcoin, and it helps me keep my Bitcoin. That way I can kind of trade Dogecoin and live off of that. And that's really great. But I don't want to sell my Bitcoin. I want to hold my Bitcoin because I believe in Bitcoin long term. I believe it's going to be the new world reserve currency. I don't know how long it's going to take, 5, 10, 15, 20 years. But I'm an early adopter. I'm here for the long term. I'm ready for the ride. And if you guys want to follow me and follow this channel and gain life-changing wealth and financial freedom, self-sovereignty together, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Come back to the channel and help support this channel and help get the message out to newcomers to the space that Bitcoin is the place to be and Dogecoin is the place to be. I really appreciate all the support I've got on my recent videos. Like I said in the intro, it's been amazing. Now, coming back to Bitcoin, back to my point of 214 days before the cycle peak. That's where Dogecoin peaked out back in the 2021 cycle, okay? This marker right here, 214 days, okay? So that means we may not see an altcoin season, you guys, so you need to have a plan and stick to it. That's the biggest thing. That's why I'm a huge advocate in being a long-term investor, dollar cost averaging into your Bitcoin or Dogecoin position on a weekly basis or daily basis, bi-weekly, monthly, however you want to do it, and just holding. But to be able to do that, you must have an income and you must have an emergency fund, because those two things are going to protect your asset over the next 1 year period as the market starts to go down into the next, bear market. And the next halving is coming up in February of 2028, roughly. It could be anywhere from February to April, roughly. And then we should see a peak after that, another peak, 547 days from the halving. So we're going up, you guys. It's up and to the right. The Bitcoin chart is up and to the right, you guys. Like if we remove all the drawings right now and just look at the chart, this is up and to the right. Boom! To the moon, baby! So, you guys, thanks again for joining the channel. Make sure to leave your comments down below. Also, I have a playlist in the description, in the link below. Check out all my other Dogecoin videos. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace!